Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of Matrix Live, coming to you for a change from the beanbags here with our special guests Shirley and Patrick and Amandine and me.
In the sweet sun of Chiswick.
Indeed. We should probably explain these guys, shouldn't we?
What? There isn't much to explain.
Yes, there is. They're representatives.
Just part of our team.
They are part of the team. In fact, Shirley does most of the Dendrite development currently, and Patrick has been working entirely on end-to-end encryption for the last 2 years. They're representatives of the subculture of stuffed animals who live in the office with us here, and occasionally come in late at night to discover them all sitting with their headphones on in their chairs, hacking away on whatever problem floats their boat. But we thought we should probably give them a chance to sit in the sun, shine precisely. So what's happening on funding, Amandine?
Well, we've almost reached $3,000 on Patreon, and all our dear what's the level? Elliptic. Thank you. Sorry. Sponsors should have got their T-shirts and the stickers by now. So hopefully, you get them. Thank you guys again for helping out and sponsoring us at that level. And we also have a bunch of Ethereum and Bitcoin still coming in. So thank you everyone for all your support here.
Indeed. And yeah, just to be clear, if you're donating more than $50 a month to Matrix, you should have T-shirts and stickers from us. And if you don't, please complain bitterly to us, and we'll try to make sure that we get some out to you.
On the plus side, groups is progressing, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have soon a supporter groups.
Yeah, so I think actually Tom was working on setting up the supporter group this week, predictably enough, because it's the first ever group that we're creating. All sorts of exciting things are going wrong with it. I think it's automated up with third-party invites, and the fact that we're inviting people to it by email and making sure that the whole flow of emails converting into real Matrix user IDs gets done correctly. But it's progressing. And what else on Riot Web?
Anti-scam.
Yeah, anti-scam stuff. So lots of work happening on making Riot suitable for communities who've got lots of spam and abuse going on. So specifically big cryptocurrency communities. We've gone and added in formal spam checking to Synapse, but also implemented a bot this week which hooks into that so that you can have a kind of command line interface for moderators to go and whitelist and blacklist URLs and lock down what rooms people are allowed to be invited to and who's allowed to be invited and all that sort of good stuff. That's all landing on a new project called Anti-Scam. So if folks are interested in using lockdown riots, then that's a good place to go.
Web, I think that's about it.
Yeah, basically groups is still progressing, and there are a bunch of bugs blocked on me to give CSS and a bunch of testing. We were hoping to get it out this week, but it's run late, plus folks are away on hackathon stuff. And if it wasn't clear, we're a bit dead. So apologies if you're still waiting for groups. We promise it will come real soon now.
Yeah, indeed. On the mobile side of things, we tried to get the iOS release out to fix all the bugs due to iOS 11, but the thing is, a few things came up during the testing and memory management and backgrounding problems and these kind of things. So I think it's on test flight. I got a push earlier, so I think it's on test flight now, so it should be out really soon now. And it also includes the support of widgets, so you have to activate it in labs in the settings, but it's not really pretty. That's why it's not fully out officially there. But yeah, at least you can play with widgets on iOS. And on Android, the release is almost ready. Will be tested over the weekend. It should be out by Monday. And same thing. I should include the widgets in the lab side of things.
Yeah. I think Jitsi is also in labs on both platforms, but it's turned on by default. I'm not entirely sure why you would want to turn it off. I guess perhaps if you got some folks stuck on older versions.
And on the web.
Oh yeah, the web.
Because the web.
No, on the web, but you
get
still work.
Because it appears as a widget, a Jitsi widget. So what we're talking about is that if you're in a room with multiple people, when you click on the call button, it will launch a Jitsi conference rather than the one we had before using FreeSwitch. So then for web users, it would appear as a Jitsi widget. And for people using old versions of the app, they wouldn't be able to join.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the iOS stuff is looking pretty promising, but we've hit a lot of weird problems with iOS 11, and it looks as if they've changed the rules slightly about when background processors get knifed due to having background tasks which continue too long. And so we're having lots and lots of fun going and chasing those down, because it's really annoying if you're using the app, you send a message, you background away, and you come back to it, and the app is restarted in the background, and you have to wait a few seconds rather than jumping straight back in again.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, on the server side, on Synapse, we actually released 0.23. I think that happened this week at the beginning. And 0.23 is mainly lots of performance work that we've had to do for matrix.org to stop it from exploding, and general stability and bug fixes. It doesn't have the group stuff in it yet. Groups is coming in 24. But we've actually spent quite a lot of time on Synapse maintenance this week. First of all, worrying about state resets. Now, I think it was back in July that on one of these Matrix Lives, I ranted about state resets and how we'd come up with an amazing plan to go and fix this fundamental issue where we basically have to update the core Matrix Federation protocol to handle a couple of edge cases where an old server coming back online can reset the state in a room back to a prior state, which is obviously bad news all over the place. And we did come up with a plan in July, which in the end never got implemented. Our bad. I think Dendrite stuff got in the way, and probably funding crisis stuff distracted from it. But the situation there is that we basically returned to it after being vociferously prodded by people, especially in hash off topic on matrix.org, who suffer from the problem a lot, and reviewed it. And the good news is that we found a simpler way of going and doing the whole operation. A way, in fact, where we don't need to do any server changes in order to prepare to go and get folks ready so that when we do the server change, the impact is minimal. The bad news is that we still haven't quite worked out the precise flavor of the server change that is needed, but I'm going to keep trying to push it forwards and get it so that we can actually go and land the fix to the rules. And it might be relatively simple, but the key thing is adding in a m.room.version state event that describes what version a room is on so that we can change the protocol of the room, lock out people who are on servers on the old version, and then continue on the correct version going forwards. But it's a bit tricky because state resets might cause the version to get reset, which is a pretty big problem. And you also have to handle the migration between the old history of the room and the new bits of the room to make sure that you don't end up infecting the new room with the bugs which were causing the old room to have problems. Lots and lots of fun. We probably burnt at least a day arguing about it this week. And as I say, we'll try to keep it going forwards so that possibly even in Synapse 24 we have the new versions. And also there's talk of getting Dendrite to jump straight to the new version protocol rather than having compatibility with the old one, which is previously what the plan was. Then we've also had fun with matrix.org exploding in the last 24 hours with, not state resets, with sync deadlocks. So this is good in some ways in that it's only the sync processes of Synapse going wrong. These are the bits which you use to receive messages. Everything else is unaffected, but twice in the last 24 hours we've had 3 out of the 4 sync workers go and explode due to a deadlock whilst calculating state resolution. And myself and Rich VDH have been spending a lot of time digging around trying to work out what on earth is going on there. On the plus side, once it fixes, once we've got to the bottom of it, it should help solve a class of problems which have been posing issues since December of last year. But it's basically taking up a lot of time. And as a result, not that much work happening on Dendrite. Eric has been going through getting the tests to pass, and has also been making it easier for folks to get involved with the project by filing lots of bugs and tagging them as "we need help" or "easy" or whatever other tags are out there to make it more fun to get involved with.
Cool. It'd be nice to see progress from the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dendrite is in a good place for folks to get involved right now. We saw that MTR Nord was getting involved earlier, and we said last week that JC Groenhag had also got involved. So, folks, if you're interested in hacking on Go, it really is a fun place to experiment at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. Speaking of hacking, we've been having hackathons flying around this week. So there was the TADHack last weekend, TADHack Global,
and the weekend before that.
And the weekend before that, across multiple locations. I think it's something like 30 or 40, and they had like 3,500 participants or something similar, so pretty huge. And Matrix has been an historic sponsor since a few years back, so that's why we were still around for that edition. There have been fun hacks. One was from Aviral, who's previously been a GSoccer for us, and he was doing a push bullet is called, to synchronize stuff between devices across using Matrix.
So things like shared clipboards across different devices using the Matrix protocol. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, a really, really fun Matrix project.
And the other one was Polite.ai, and
that was Rob Pickering and his guys going and doing anti-troll bot mechanisms. Yes, I think that they won 2 of the 4 prizes in the London site. So it was cool to see Matrix being used there. But globally, we had like 24 yes. teams building and successful hacks on Matrix. We had a lot of fun trying to review these and pick the winners. I think we ended up giving about 10 prizes, 9 prizes. So there's so many good ones out there. Honestly, it's the most popular that Matrix has ever been at one of these hackathons.
Yeah, I really liked the fact that you had hacks using Matrix as typical messaging app, and then using it as a database, as it were. So it's quite a wide range of usage, which was really fun. And this week we have been invited to sponsor the hackathon, which is called The Port.
We're not sponsoring.
Not sponsoring. No, we
don't have any money to sponsor.
No, yeah, but that's okay. That was wrongly. We've been invited to
participate.
Okay. To the hackathon called The Port, organized by the CERN Labs.
In fact, it's the other way around. They've paid all of our expenses to go there. So thank you, CERN, for going and letting us do a hackathon, even though we're poor at the moment.
And the goal is to do hacks which are actually useful to... I'm sorry, I'm losing my English. It's helping...
Making the world a better place.
Thank you. I should let you do this.
It's specifically... I think they're working at the moment, as we speak, on... using Matrix for refugee camp communication, so decentralized communication specifically for places without any good internet connectivity, which is obviously a pretty good match for Matrix. And we're not sure how it's getting on. Luke and Dave are out there, which is why they're not working on groups right now. And we'll hear back from it as the weekend progresses. They seem to be putting stuff on Twitter, so if you don't follow us on Twitter, you're missing out on a never-ending feed of hackathon photos.
Indeed. What else?
Can we go home? I'm knackered. It's been a long week. And I guess we didn't talk about long-term funding stuff, where hopefully we still have very good progress, although things aren't closed yet and causing a certain level of stress. But hopefully we will be able to have some big news there. But at some point, meanwhile, we're continuing to be completely dependent on Patreon and LibrePay and Bitcoin and Ethereum donations, as well as folks who are hiring us to do consulting work and custom work. So, I mean, we're still in the market. If you have some corporate usage of Matrix who need, I know, specific features landed in Synapse or specific bugs fixed or anything like that, then please do get in touch.
Indeed.
Anything from Shirley or Patrick?
I think it's fine. Are you happy, Shirley? Yay.
Cool.
Okay.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a good weekend, and we'll speak to you next week. Bye.
Bye.